Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys a bit of a lesson on the type of decks people are playing. More or less the meta. Not necessarily the meta-defining decks because statistics doesn't always show that very well, but it certainly shows what people are playing. And this is a bit of a stem from the previous day's video where I talked about silence. Just to kind of fill up that video, a lot of people disagreed with the fact that silence is broken. That's fine. Just to double down a little bit, I really do think silence is pretty broken. It's not really a tech card when silence is good against every single deck people are playing except for like Tempo Mage. It's just too good at that point. It's like saying Corridor Creeper when it was a 0 mana 5/5 is a tech card because a lot of people are playing early game minions, right? If it's in every deck and it's a neutral card and it's really oppressive towards certain things, it should probably be looked at in some way. Now, silence removal I think is quite fine, and that is a pretty good solution to the minions that some people really hate. But a lot of the comments in yesterday's silence video were, Krip, now that you're finally playing a tier 1 meta deck with Warlock, now you're complaining about silence. Well, to be fair, before that, I played my own absolutely terrible version of Paladin that's not even on the tier lists. And let me tell you, silence was really not cool. Playing Spike Ridge Steed and having that instantly go away to the battle cry of a spellbreaker is super, super lame. Before that, I was playing Exodia Mage, and Exodia Mage, in my opinion, is extremely difficult to play because Mage relies on Doomsayers for the board clears. And when everyone is running 2 silences and you have nothing else to silence, you're basically guaranteed to fail on your Doomsayers. And again, that's a huge problem, right? And that's happening because everyone is running these cards because they're just good against everything. And again, at which point, they're not really tech cards. They're just really good cards. Too good, I would argue. But that aside, Control Warlock. People seem to think I was playing the best deck in the game. Now, this obviously changes, and because we had the nerfs recently, it can change quite quickly when there is chaos going on in ladder. And right now there is some chaos going on in ladder, but I was convinced. I was playing ladder. I've been playing Control Warlock for a few days now, and I am sure it is not the best deck. I know I'm still not playing it too well, but I'm playing it pretty well, and I'm having some really tough matchups, honestly, most of the time. So on stream, I looked at what decks people are actually playing, because, I understand, some people play just a few games of Hearthstone. They might play like 3 games of Hearthstone today, and in 2 of them they played a Control Warlock, and they're just convinced that, based on their experience, Control Warlock is the best deck in the game. Well, that's not actually how it works. How it works is there's actually quite a number of websites out there that poll millions of games even, and they just average out the win rates. All players, they have sometimes some rank breakdown. And there's Vicious Syndicate does a good job. There's Hearthstone Replay, which I'll show you guys today. And there's a few others with, a lot of statistics behind their numbers. So just to show you guys here, this is Hearthstone Replay. This is the meta button at the top if you want to see this at any time. So it turns out the best deck in the game is a Murloc Paladin, and then it's followed by Silverhand Paladin. And let me tell you, a 60% win rate for any deck is mental. Like, if you actually only care about results, you are crazy to not play those decks. Like, the worst matchup for Murloc Paladin is actually Control Warlock, which is what I'm playing, but it's like 43% or something. It's not even bad, right? It's totally winnable. Like, I think I lost 4 Murloc Paladin matches in a row playing Control Warlock, which is the best counter to that deck. Okay, so yes, I know you hate Void Lords, I know you hate Priest or something, but actually, everyone is playing Paladin because it's the best deck and it's not even remotely close. Okay, so Yeah, okay. So then we have that. We have Murloc Paladin, which is basically aggro. Then we have Silverhand Paladin, which is basically aggro. A bit more of a mid-range thing, but it's basically aggro. Then we have Secret Mage, which is aggro. Then we have Spiteful Priest, which is more of like a zoo deck. Then we have actual Zoo Warlock. Then we have Mid-Range Hunter, which is more of a zoo deck. Then we have Spell Hunter, which is actually the first control deck. So the best control deck in the game right now is the 7th best deck, and it's Spell Hunter, according to as of right now, 12.8 million games. And then it's Spiteful Druid. That kind of surprised me. That's basically Zoo. Then we have Cube Warlock, which is kind of its own thing. Demon Warlock is a variation of Zoo. Aggro Druid. Big Priest is Control. Control Hunter, how about that? Token Shaman. All right. Jade Druid. Then we're on to tier 3. Then it's Dragon Priest. Then it's OTK DK Paladin, which I was playing I think it's an okay version of. And then it's Control Warlock. The Control Warlock is the 3rd best tier 3 deck. Oh, how about that? Yeah. Turns out that deck actually sucks ass. So, I like to play that deck because I really like to play control decks. Now, control decks are like never actually the meta decks in Hearthstone, and I think it's pretty important that we kind of get some perspective on this as a whole, because I think there's an insane amount of miscommunication based on the experience that each individual has playing like 3 games on ladder, and they're just convinced that's how everyone is playing. They're just convinced that's how everything works. It's not actually how everything works, guys, and it's important to understand the numbers behind these, because it's not just, oh, I'm right, you're wrong, all that kind of shit. It tells you very valuable information. Like, did you actually know that the best Warlock deck in the game right now is Zoo Warlock? So when you're playing an opponent and you don't know who he is, and he's playing a Warlock, you should actually mulligan as if he's playing Zoo Warlock, because that's the best version of Warlock. Now that might change if your deck is really good against Zoo already and really bad against the Control Warlock matchups. You might want to change up your mulligan strategy that way, but that's a bit of a different story. So it's important to get these stats down. It's important for general discussion, and it's certainly important if you plan on winning games. So that's what's up. Now, I want to give you guys a few clips, but I couldn't give you just a clip of like, oh, Murloc Paladin versus Murloc Paladin. Oh, this is the meta on it right now. No. I want to give you guys actually the craziest deck I've played at high rank recently. It certainly surprised me. Okay, so a bit of a whimsical one. Enjoy it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Just zooing him down right now. It is Big Druid, I think. Would I want to see any dungeon exclusive cards in the normal game? Yeah, you know what? Not really, actually. No. Wow. What's this? Wow. Is that right? Fine. Dragon Druid. Play control now. I think now that I have a lot of taunts, not too bad. Let's see what we're getting into here. That's not too bad. Okay, that may have been a bad idea. That may have been a bad idea. Ramp Dragon Druid, boys. What the fuck? What'd you say? No. No, I didn't play the Nintendo games that much. Darkness rises. Alright, if there's no dream, I should be fine. The only issue right now is that Ysera. That's a big issue, by the way. It's a big issue, but hopefully it's one we can handle. If I can kill Ysera, I don't think I could lose this game anymore. But I don't know if I can kill Ysera. Might not be able to do that. No, we already have a 7. Okay, so can I get a 3? I'll put at 1, 2. I need a 3. I don't have a 3. So it's gonna do 3 damage. Then I can defile again, so it's gonna hit the 4. And then I need a 5. Right, you know what, dude? I think we gotta go fast, exactly. Three, no, fuck. No, that wasn't very good. God, I still have to kill fucking Ysera. Oh shit. I don't know if I can take that much damage. I'm gonna go for it. If I can not die here, I'll win the game. Oh my god, it's Lich King. Okay, maybe not actually. There is another threat. What the hell is the rest of his deck like? I could actually lose, by the way. I could lose. Yeah, it's just like the greediest druid I've ever seen. That seems like a misplay.
Look! Look!
Four, 5, 6, then this off. Well, maybe I should just heal a lot right now. I probably should. I probably should just heal a lot right now. Well, no, because those don't hold up against the board clear. I just lose versus like Death Coil Awaken and something like that, and that's really bad. No, I can't do that.
I must feed now. You command. You command.
Ten's kind of bad. Oh, I missed the Void Lord that way. Yeah.
Death is eternal. My turn is not. You win. I can rest now.
Not greedy enough, I guess.